Now, despite Penny Wong, Foreign Minister, saying that, I think yesterday and the day before, that she gave her US counterpart Marco Rubio a whole lot of prior notice of our intention to recognise Palestine. Well, it hasn't stopped the Secretary of State from actually lashing the move. Have a look at this.
Yeah, and first of all, it's largely meaningless, right? It's symbolic, and they're doing it primarily for one reason, and that is their internal politics, their domestic politics. Yeah, the truth of the matter is that the future of that region is not going to be decided by some UN resolution. It's not going to be decided by some press release by a prime minister or a president from some country. It's going to be decided on the ground. In fact, but all these statements are meaningless. Like they're not going to change anything.
You just wonder if he told Penny Wong that, and you wonder where that is all going to go. I mean, this UN meeting is going to be fascinating next month. Joining me now to discuss this, and more, foreign editor at The Australian, Greg Sheridan. Well, Greg, that's basically what you wrote in your column yesterday, exactly the assessment that you had, isn't it?
Well, that's right, Steve. So the Albanese government has achieved something surely unique in Australian history. On the same day, it has been lavishly praised by the worst terrorist group in the world. Hamas praised Albanese for his political courage and says that Albanese has vindicated Hamas's strategy against Israel. And on the very same day, the United States Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, a long friend of Australia, a very responsible, seasoned internationalist, US senator, not a MAGA type, a very moderate, bit of a hawk, but a very sensible mainstream guy. He says that Albanese is engaged in worthless populism for domestic politics, and he could have been a lot tougher on it than that. So yet, according to Albanese, Marco Rubio knows nothing about the Middle East, apparently, and Hamas knows nothing about what's in Hamas's interests. Albanese and Penny Wong know everything. They've apparently dealt a death blow to Hamas and earned the thanks of the free world. I mean, this is Australian foreign policy at its absolute worst. When you are loved by the terrorist and you are making your closest allies pull their hair out in frustration, you are on the wrong course, and this is the triumph of domestic politics over good foreign policy.
In your long and celebrated career, did you ever think you'd be sitting here talking on live television about the day that a terrorist organisation that murdered and kidnapped 1,200 Jews on the 7th of October in 2023, including babies and women, dragged bodies through the streets of Gaza, that the Prime Minister would be praised by that group for an action that he took, an Australian Prime Minister?
No, Steve, I never did think that. And I'm ashamed of it. I'm ashamed that an Australian Prime Minister is being lavishly praised by the most bloodthirsty, sick, sadistic, sexualised, sadistic terrorist group in the world, who praise his courage and say that he has advanced their cause.